CMOS satellite was sent into orbit in the early hours of this morning on a Russian rocket. It will track moist air as it travels around the atmosphere.
Now, it's already launched one satellite, which was earlier this year, called Goche, which is going to study the Earth's gravity field. This one, as I say, soil moisture and ocean salinity. And then beginning of next year, we'll see a satellite go up called CryoSat, which will assess the state of the Earth's ice cover. And so they're going to come one after the other quite quickly over the next few years. And it's a very, very big program, and all of the world's scientists are waiting to get, if you like. We need to know about evaporation, transpiration, precipitation. This is how the water moves around the Earth, how it's exchanged between the surface, not just the surface of the land, but the surface of the ocean as well, and with the atmosphere. And it goes round and round. That's what our weather is. That's what our climate is. Just give you an example of what they think this satellite will bring us. If you go back to 2003, you'll remember that scorching heat wave that we had in Europe. Well, they did some experiments, but they believe if they'd known more about how dry the soils were in the springtime of 2003, then they would have been in a much better position to forecast that heat wave when it came later in the summer. So it's that type of information that this new satellite is going to bring us.
That's very interesting. So it could improve climate forecasting, weather forecasting, but also, presumably, improve how we get to grips with the impact of climate change.
Well, one of the things to say, the other key parameter it's after, is the saltiness of the oceans. Now, the saltiness of the oceans determine whether or not, in part, whether water sinks or whether it sits on top of other water that's around it. And this is one of the key drivers of the great circulation, ocean circulation of water, because the waters move around the basins, the water basins of Earth. That is the thing, one of the main things that drives the climate on Earth. So you need to understand the saltiness of the oceans and how wet the land is.
That's really interesting. Jonathan Amos, thank you very much indeed.